in the interest of Zeus Luna. We're here today for our trial in both cases.
T.D. Hammonds for Mother Luisa Solis. I'm ready, Judge. I don't believe she's going to join us. I lost contact with her back about June, July. Both myself and the caseworker have tried every phone number, every way to try to reach her. I've lost her, but I'm ready to proceed.
Hey, Michelson, on behalf of Jimmy Madrano, his whereabouts are unknown to me. I've had no contact with him. I'm present and ready.
Your Honor, my name's Tate Eldridge. I represent the father of Zeus, I believe. His name is Cody Randall. He's in federal prison. Unless he's been transferred really lately, he's in El Reno, Oklahoma. And we've reached out to him, but it's been very difficult to make any contact. But I'm present and ready, but he's in prison.
Jeff Hill on behalf of the unknown father in the Zeus Luna case. I'm ready.
And Tracy Riley, and I'm appearing for the unknown father in the Madrano case. And Tate, I'm sorry, I didn't realize our cases were connected, so I cannot cover for you. Sorry about that.
Yeah, I didn't know that either. I didn't know we had so many dads here. Yeah, I missed it. Sorry about that. My fault.
Stacy Zavala on behalf of the boys.
All right, so Mr. Trout, we've got Mr. Flores here. Obviously, what we need to do is take up testimony regarding Mr. Eldridge's client.
Okay.
First, if we can do that.
Yes, ma'am. I can do that with Ms. Alford as far as the contact and what's going on with him.
Okay.
But
I know this is going to take things a little out of order, but I think you can all handle it. So.
yes, ma'am.
All right, Ms. Alford, if you will, please raise your right hand. You solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you'll give today will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Yes.
All right, thank you. You may go ahead.
Ms. Alford, would you state your name for the record, please?
Jordan Alford.
Ms. Alford, how are you employed?
I'm a permanency specialist with St. Francis Ministries.
And Ms. Alford, are you familiar with the case we're here on today involving Zeus Luna and Jimmy Madrano?
Yes.
And how are you familiar with those cases?
I'm the permanency specialist on the case.
Okay. In the Zeus Luna case, we have an unknown father and a named father. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. The alleged father, Cody Randall, where is he located?
He's in federal prison in Oklahoma.
Okay. And he was personally served in this case?
Yes.
Have you ever received any replies from him or any contact from him?
I have not.
Do you try to send him letters?
Yes.
Have you ever received a return letter from him?
No.
Okay. Did he ever ask for any type of paternity testing, genetic testing services, or anything that he could do?
No.
Okay. Your Honor, I'd ask to admit exhibit number 3. It's a printout from it's a self-authenticating printout from the website for the federal inmate search, showing that Cody Dan Randall is in El Reno, Oklahoma, and the release date is the year 2035. It's his potential release date.
Any objection, counsel?
Your Honor, I
No
don't
objection.
have any objections to that. It's a federal printout, and that's the way I understand it as well. He's not subject to release anytime soon.
No objection.
Okay, then petitioner's exhibit 3 will be admitted.
Thank you. Ms. Alford, also, has the department, has there been a paternity registry search run?
Yes.
And on the paternity registry search, did it return that anybody had made a notice of intent to claim paternity of the child Zeus Luna?
No.
And was that filed with the court?
Yes.
Your Honor, I'd ask to admit exhibit number 2 is the certificate of paternity registry search, showing that nobody has made intent to claim paternity of Zeus Luna.
No objection, Judge.
No objections.
No objection.
All right, petitioner's exhibit 2 will be admitted.
Thank you, Your Honor. Ms. Jordan, Ms. Alford, in regards to the alleged father, Cody Randall, is the department today requesting termination of his parental rights or any possible parental rights to the child Zeus Luna based upon constructive abandonment and failed to register with the paternity registry search?
Yes,
And Mr. Randall's been incarcerated throughout the life of this case, is that correct?
that's correct.
And based upon the fact that he has committed a crime that has landed him in incarceration for longer than 2 years
Yes,
from the time this case was filed.
correct.
And do you believe that is in the best interest of the child?
I do.
Thank you, ma'am. I'll pass the witness as to this part of the testimony, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Eldridge, any questions?
No, I really don't, Your Honor. No questions.
All right, Mr. Hammonds, any questions?
No, Judge.
Mr. Michelson?
Sorry, I couldn't touch my button. No questions.
Mr. Hill?
No, ma'am.
Ms. Zavala?
No questions.
All right. Okay. Mr. Trout, any further questions of this witness at this time? I know you may need to recall her, but
Yes, ma'am. I'll recall her later, Your Honor, to discuss the rest of the parents, but nothing further at this time.
okay. Who's your next witness then?
Rodolfo Flores, Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. Flores, if you will, please, sir, raise your right hand. All right, do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you'll give on trial today will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, you may proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Flores, would you state your name for the record, please?
My name is Rudy Flores.
And Mr. Flores, how are you employed?
I am an investigator with the Department of Family and Protective Services.
Okay. And are you familiar with the case involving the children Zeus Luna and Jimmy Medrano III that we're here on today?
Yes, I am.
And how are you familiar with those cases?
I was the assigned investigator when we received the intake.
Okay. And how did the department become involved in the case involving these children?
We received a report indicating that the family was transported from the fire station to the hospital. Mom and the 2 children were transported to the hospital.
Okay. Do we know how mom and the children ended up at the hospital, at the fire station?
Mom had walked to the fire station, and the children were partially dressed when she showed up at the fire station.
Okay. Were they taken to the hospital for observation? Why were they taken to the hospital?
They were taken to the hospital for observation, yes.
Okay. Was there anything concerning about the mother of the children at that time?
The children were naked whenever she had arrived at the hospital. One of the boys had a blood on one of his toes, and I believe that's it.
Okay. Were you able to make
Trout, let
contact?
me interrupt. I want to clarify. He said the children were naked when she arrived at the hospital. Did he mean at the hospital or did he mean at the fire station?
I meant at the fire station. I apologize.
Okay, all right. Just wanted to be clear.
Sorry, Your Honor. So just to clarify that and to back that up, Mr. Flores, the mother had taken the children to the fire station, and the children were naked or partially clothed.
Correct.
Okay, when they arrived at the fire station.
Correct.
And then they were taken to the hospital for observations and to be checked
Yes.
out. Okay. Were you able to meet with the mother?
Yes, I made contact with mom at the hospital.
Okay. How did that contact go?
Did not go very well. She became very confrontational and uncooperative upon seeing me and identifying myself as a member of the department.
Okay. What happened after that?
As I was trying to review the notification of rights form with her, she became very belligerent and ended it and stated that she did not need to talk to me and that she wished to leave against medical advice.
Okay. What happened at that point?
There were officers there that had transported her to the hospital. They advised her she was not yet free to leave, and she began to resist their intervention.
Okay. Did mother try to leave with the children?
Yes, she had tucked the children under her arms and tried leaving with them. The nurses had to intervene to capture the children so they wouldn't fall, and then officers ultimately detained her and put her in handcuffs.
Okay. And what do you mean by when you say the nurses had to intervene and capture the children to keep them from
They
falling?
had to rush towards mom so that they can grab the children out of her arms because they felt that mom was going to drop the children because she was moving so aggressively.
Okay. And these are young children, correct?
Yes, I believe they were 1 and 2 at the time.
Okay. You stated that mom was placed in handcuffs. Was mom arrested?
She was subsequently arrested, yes.
Okay. And so were you able to have any type of conversation with her at that time?
At that time, she was detained and I was no longer able to have a conversation with her at that time.
Okay. So during your initial contact, you were not able to find out if there was any family or potential fathers that could come care for the children?
Correct.
Okay. When mom was arrested, did the department have to take exigent removal of the children?
Yes, we did.
Okay. And that was due to mom being incarcerated and not knowing any family or fathers?
Correct.
Okay. After that, removal was granted by TMC was granted by the court upon filing a motion or petition out of Judge Baker's court. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. Were you able to meet with the mother at jail while she was in jail?
Yes, I was able to follow up with her a few days later.
Okay. And how did those conversations go?
It was difficult to follow her conversation. She would not, I don't know how to explain it, but she would not speak in sequence, I guess.
Okay. When you say that, do you mean her story, she kind of rambled or?
Kind of just rambled and jumped around from one place to the next.
Okay. What did she tell you what happened that night?
She indicated that she had an argument with her older daughter who would transport the 2 kiddos to daycare, and they had refused to open the door that day. She said she became distraught at that moment, went to another friend's house, and then after trying to leave that friend's house, she said that she had locked her key inside the car, and so she ended up having to walk.
Okay. Did she state where she was going or why she had walked to the fire department?
She indicated that she was bleeding from her pregnancy, and she believed that she was 4 weeks pregnant.
Okay. And then did y'all discuss whether mom had any drug usage or a history of drug usage?
I asked her if she had been under the influence the day of the removal when she was transported to the hospital. She denied. She did admit that she had relapsed on methamphetamine the previous month in April of 2024, I believe.
Okay. And that would have been about 2 weeks prior. She admitted to using about 2 weeks prior to this incident.
Correct.
Okay. Was mom, did she mention her job or work or what she did?
I believe she mentioned that she was a school bus driver.
Okay. Was she currently working at that time?
She was not working. She had been let go because of too many absences.
Okay. Due to the facts of this case, mom being incarcerated, not able to care for the kids, do you believe it was in the best interest of the children to remove the children at that time?
Yes, I do.
And for the department to have temporary managing conservatorship?
Yes, I do.
Thank you, sir. I'll pass the witness, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Eldridge. Okay, can't tell. Does his screen look frozen, Mr. Eldridge? Okay, Mr. Eldridge, any questions? All right, Mr. Hammonds.
Mr. Flores, were you removed from this case once the adversary hearing was held?
Yes.
I have no questions, Judge.
All right, Mr. Michelson,
No questions, Your Honor.
Mr. Hill,
No questions, ma'am.
Ms. Riley.
No questions, Your Honor.
All right, Ms. Zavala.
Mr. Flores, when mom appeared at the fire station, was she seeking medical assistance for herself or the kids, if you know?
I do not know.
Do you know why the family was transported to the hospital?
I believe because the child with the injured toe had dropped a cinder block on his toe, and then mom had some bleeding that she said was due to her pregnancy.
Were the children, when they appeared, did they appear to be in good condition, or were they lethargic? Were there concerns about the kids' health?
They were described as appearing to be lethargic.
When you said mom was leaving against medical advice, was that she was trying to take the kids before the kids could be evaluated?
I'm not sure if she was being observed or if the children were still being observed, or who was being observed. But whenever she tried to leave because I was there, she said herself that I would just leave against medical advice.
And did you observe her erratic behavior at the hospital?
I observed her behavior, yes. When I identified myself, she became very uncooperative and aggressive and did not want to speak to me.
And that's when she grabbed the kids?
Yes.
I pass the witness.
All right, Mr. Trout, any further witness? Excuse me, any further questions of this witness?
Yes, ma'am. Just a few follow-ups, Your Honor. Ms. Flores, we didn't speak about a second ago about if mom gave you any names of potential fathers. Did she tell you who the father of Jimmy Medrano was?
Yes, she said, let me refer back to my notes. She said Jimmy's father was Jimmy Medrano Jr.
Okay. And did she state where she thought he was?
She believed that he used to live in Plainview, but that he was buying a mountain in Oregon.
Okay. Did you find that comment odd?
Yes.
Okay. Did she state any other information about him?
No.
And during your time on the case, were you ever able to track him down?
No, I was not.
Okay. Did you have any information on him?
We did have information on him, I think, from a previous.
Okay.
No, I'm sorry. I apologize. I did not have any information on Mr. Luna. No.
Okay. All right. Did she state to you who she thought Zeus's father was?
Yes, she stated that she believes Zeus's father was Joe Daniel Luna.
Okay. And had Mr. Luna been ruled out in a prior case?
Yes, he had been ruled out.
Okay. And that was through paternity testing?
Correct.
Okay. So at this time, you still did not have a name, or besides Mr. Medrano, who we could not locate, you did not know who the father of either of the children were?
Correct.
And we're not able to look into any family or able to find either one of them?
For paternal family, no. Correct.
Okay. Thank you. I'll pass the witness, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Eldridge, any further questions? Okay, I want to make sure I still have audio with you, Tate. I couldn't hear you.
I'm not muted. No, I don't have any questions, Your Honor.
Okay,
I don't
great.
know why it's not going through.
Now I hear you okay. I just hadn't the last couple times. I could read your lips, but I wasn't hearing you, so I wanted to make sure we had good audio.
I don't know why.
Okay. We're good now. All right, Mr. Hammonds, any questions?
No, Judge.
All right, Mr. Hill, any questions?
No, ma'am.
All right, Mr. Michelson?
Just briefly, Mr. Flores, what resources did you use to attempt to locate Mr. Medrano?
With Mr. Medrano, I don't believe we had any identifying information for him.
Okay.
So my resources would have been limited.
Okay. Did you do a general search of his name?
We do a general search. We ask for like a accurate or finders and things of that nature, but without accurate or sufficient information, there's too many results.
Okay. Pass the witness, Your Honor.
All right, Ms. Riley?
No questions, Your Honor.
All right, Ms. Zavala, anything further?
No questions.
All right, Mr. Trout, anything else for Mr. Flores?
Nothing else from Mr. Flores, Your Honor.
Is Mr. Flores going to be recalled, or have you covered everything you think you need to cover with him and he can be on his way?
Yes, ma'am. I believe I've covered everything with him.
Okay, Mr. Flores, counsel, any objection for me to release him?
No, Your Honor.
No objection.
No objection.
All right, Mr. Flores, thank you so much, sir. You're free to go on about your day.
Thank you, Your Honor, and I apologize for being late.
Is some confusion, no problem.
Thank you.
Thank you, Reed.
All right, Mr. Trout, you have any additional witnesses that would impact Mr. Eldridge's client?
I'm just gonna recall Ms. Alford at this time, Your Honor. As far as Mr. Eldridge's client, I believe we've taken the testimony on him. There's been really no communication with him, no responses to letters.
Is the department seeking for me to adjudicate him as the father of Zeus and terminate on the grounds that you had previously outlined?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, then, obviously I'll take that under advisement at this point. However, I certainly could go ahead and adjudicate him at this point, and Mr. Hill could be dismissed and released at this time.
I'm good either way.
Whether or not there's any termination, I mean, I want to hear the rest of the case, obviously, but
Yes, ma'am.
I think we've proved he was personally served. He didn't file any contest with regard to being adjudicated as the father of the child. There was no registration with the paternity registry. But as far as your grounds for termination are concerned, but I don't think there's any harm if I go ahead and adjudicate him, and then Mr. Hill could be released. Does anybody have any objection to that or see any problem with that?
I do
No,
not.
Judge, no objection.
No
Objection.
Mr. Hill, you have any
No, ma'am.
objection?
No, ma'am.
Okay. All right, then I will go ahead at this time and find that Cody Randall is the father of Zeus Luna. Mr. Randall was personally served in this matter. He did not respond. He was appointed counsel since he was incarcerated, but he's not indicated or requested as a lawyer to request genetic testing or to anything to dispute a finding of paternity. So I will establish the parent-child relationship between Mr. Randall and the child Zeus Luna. Mr. Hill, at this time, representing the unknown father in the Zeus Luna case, your client, the unknown father, is dismissed, and your representation is also at an end. So you are free to go. Just submit your voucher for this final.
Thank you very much, Judge. Y'all have a good day.
Okay,
Thank you.
appreciate it. Thank you. All right then, Ms. Alford, you're back up. You're still under oath.
Your Honor,
Mr.
may I be
Eldridge, I'm
excused?
sorry, Mr. Eldridge, you can be excused. I'm sure someone can email you as
The-
far as what the ultimate findings are with regard to Mr. Randall, and what the final disposition isn't in the case.
Okay, yes, ma'am. That'll work. Thank you for your time. Thanks for
If-
working with me.
Mr. Eldridge, if anything else comes up that touches upon Mr. Randall or potentially could affect anything where you might need to cross-examine or something, I mean, we're gonna guard, in other words, I'm gonna guard the hen house very carefully about that.
Yes, ma'am.
Since we're gonna go ahead and let you take off. So I just want everybody to be very mindful. Does anybody have anything else that they can think of that has to do with Mr. Randall and the case with Zeus?
No, Judge.
No, Judge.
No,
Okay.
Your Honor.
All right, and Mr. Eldridge, thank you, and you're free to go.
Okay, thanks. You guys take care.
Thank you.
All right, you may proceed with Ms. Alford.
Thank you, Your Honor. Ms. Alford, we'll start talking about, well, the children right now. How are the children doing?
They're doing great.
Where are they?
They're placed with their maternal aunt in Lubbock, Texas.
Okay. And have they been there the whole time?
Yes.
Okay. How are they doing? Are they on target? Do they have any issues, or what's going on with the children?
Zeus is in speech therapy. He's doing really well. And he started a pre-K program recently and he loves it. Jimmy is also doing very well, also participating in speech therapy, and he attends daycare. But other than that, they're totally healthy. They are extremely bonded to their aunt. No issues.
Okay. Relative Placement's able to provide all their care and everything they need.
Yes.
They keep up with medical.
Yes.
Okay. Get them where they need to be, all their appointments.
Yes.
Okay. Is placement adoption motivated?
Yes, they are. Sorry.
Okay. Are they working on getting licensed? Are they licensed? What
They-
is it?
She is working on getting licensed right now.
Okay. All right.
When I visited with them a couple of weeks ago, she stated that she just had a couple of more classes to take. So hopefully soon they'll be
Okay.
fully licensed.
Okay. And she understands that that can't happen until there's a ruling from the court in regards to this final hearing, correct?
Yes.
Okay. But for the last year and a half, she's been taking care of the children, and children are doing wonderfully.
Yes.
Okay. As to mom, when St. Francis first gets cases, what is y'all's first steps? How do y'all go about cases?
We create a family plan of service for the parents, in order to mitigate the reasons for removal.
Okay. And was that done in this case?
Yes,
Okay. And were those family plans of service, were those filed with the court?
yes.
And what type of services are generally asked or was asked in this case?
She was asked to complete individual counseling, parenting classes, a psychosocial, OSAR, drug screens, and rational behavior therapy. I believe that's it.
Okay. Did you receive what I sent out as the exhibits?
Yes,
And did you receive exhibit number 1 and exhibit number M1?
yes.
Can you tell me what those are? Do you recognize those?
Yes, exhibit 1 is the family plan of service.
Okay. And is that in the Zeus Luna case?
Yes,
And is that for mom?
yes,
Okay. And exhibit number M1, did you receive that one?
I did.
Okay. And what is that?
It is the family plan of service.
You need a second?
No, I'm sorry, I have a cough, but it is the family plan of service.
Okay. And that is for mom in the Jimmy Medrano case, is that correct?
Yes,
Okay. Were these filed with the court in June of 2024?
yes,
And were the family plans, accurate copies of the family plans of service that were given to mom?
yes.
Your Honor, I'd ask to admit exhibits number 1 and exhibits number M1.
Any objection?
No
No
objection.
No objection, Judge.
All right. Petitioners Exhibit 1 and M1 will be admitted.
Thank you, Your Honor. Ms. Alford, working through the case, how did mom do?
I think she started off a little bit rocky, but then she really kind of got it together back in, I would say, December of last year, January of this year. She was working services. She was testing for us negative on her drug screens. And that was until about July.
Okay. And when she was testing for us, UAs had gone to negative.
Yes,
Had a couple of no-shows.
yes.
Okay. Hair follicles seemed to be kind of coming down.
She had a negative hair follicle in February of this year.
Okay. And mom was working for services.
She was.
Did she have, where was she living?
She was living in Floydada.
Okay. And did she have a place of her own? What was she doing?
She was living, she worked for a home health provider and was providing home health to a couple in Floydada, and she was living with them. From my understanding, it was her boyfriend's parents.
Okay. Were you ever able to see that place?
No, whenever I was scheduled to go, she had canceled on me. And then that was at the next month, it was when she kind of fell off.
Okay. Did mom work any services?
Yes.
Okay. Did mom complete her services?
No.
Okay. What services did she complete for us?
She completed her parenting classes and her rational behavior therapy.
Okay.
She had reported that she completed counseling, but I got an email. It was through BetterHelp. So I never actually got any notes or anything like that from him. His name was Mr. Gibbons.
Okay.
So she did do that through BetterHelp. And then let's see. She did originally complete an OSAR, which recommended outpatient treatment, and an AANA, and she did not complete those.
Okay. What about visitations with the child? Or the children?
She was seeing both children weekly on Saturdays. She was mostly consistent with those up until the last 3 or 4 months, and she was still consistent. Just she would leave early. The visits were we had extended the visits to 4 hours when she was doing well, and she would only stay for an hour or two maybe.
Okay.
And it was just they were chaotic.
Okay. Now we extended this case, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, and this case was extended in order to continue working with mom because we were headed toward trying to reunify with mom.
Yes.
And she had started cooperating.
Yes.
Okay. What has happened lately in the case?
I have not spoken to her since July of this year. I have attempted to reach out to her via her phone number and her email address. My text messages do still go through to her and shows delivered. But she has not contacted me back since then. And then a couple of months ago, or it may have 2 or 3 months ago, I don't remember which visit exactly it was, with the placement, she had reported to me that Louisa had reached out to her and wanted to relinquish her rights and for the placement to keep her children.
Okay, and placement is mom's sister.
Yes.
Okay. Has placement told you whether mom's changed phone numbers or anything?
No, she said she reaches out to her on Facebook.
Okay. Have you tried to reach out to her that way?
Yes.
Okay. Any response?
No.
Okay. So, and since July, has mom drug screened for you?
No.
Have you attempted to reach out to her on all modes of communication to get her to drug screen for us?
Yes.
Okay. And has she replied to anything?
She has not since July. I mean, I can give you the date, but it's been about June or July.
Okay.
July.
Okay. July what?
The last time she had texted me back was July 17th.
Okay.
And I had asked her if I could come see her, and she didn't reply to that.
Okay. And you have not heard from her since?
I have not. I had texted her again the next month, asking her to go drug screen and when we could meet for the month, and she did not reply.
Okay. And have you tried to reach out every month since?
Yes.
Okay. Has mom, as part of service plans, was she required to update the department or St. Francis on change of address, phone numbers, anything like that?
Yes.
Okay. Has mom updated you on where she's living?
No.
Has she updated you on whether she still has a job?
Yes, she had told me that she had lost the job in Floydada with the home health thing, and then they kicked her out of the house.
Okay. So at that time, she lost her housing and her employment.
Yes.
Okay. Do you have any idea where she is living now?
I do not.
Has placement made any mention of where mom is?
Placement has mentioned that she is homeless and living out of her car, but I'm not sure where.
Okay. But mom went from cooperating, working with the department to no contact at all.
Yes.
At this time, do you believe mom is in a position to care for the children?
No.
Due to mom failing to was drug screening clean and then just quit drug screening, do you have a concern that mom is using?
Yes.
Okay. Do you believe it is a safe environment to place the children back in?
No.
From the information you have at this time, do you believe mom can provide a safe and healthy environment for 2 young children?
No.
Children are doing extremely well in their placement. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. Are you at this time asking the court to terminate the mother's parental rights,
Yes.
based upon the D&E grounds.
Yes.
And, do you believe that is in the best interest of the children, from the information we have?
I do.
And placement is family and is willing to adopt,
Yes.
and mother cannot be located.
No.
Okay. Now as to, let's see. Give me 1 second. Right. As to the Medrano case, when you were in touch with the mother, did she give you any information on Jimmy Medrano?
No, she did not.
Did mother believe that he possibly was out of the country?
Yes, she did mention that she thought that he maybe have gone to Mexico.
Okay. Have you ever been able to confirm or deny that?
No.
Okay. Did you ever get information that would allow you to run accurate searches or anything for him?
I did.
Okay. Did you run searches on Mr. Medrano?
Yes.
Were you able to locate him?
No, we did get an address in the Lubbock area, which we attempted to visit and mail letters to, but I had gotten no reply.
Okay. Did out of all, how often do you look for Mr. Medrano?
Monthly.
Okay. Anything changed on that front outside the address you got back in Lubbock?
No.
Did you try to reach out to the Mexican consulate to see if he was around or if they had any locating information on him?
I did not.
Okay. And mom did she state whether she had ever contacted him or was in contact with him?
She said she has not had contact with him.
Okay. Did the department, is there a paternity registry search run on Jimmy Medrano III?
Yes.
And did it come back as anybody claiming intent?
No.
Okay.
No.
Was that filed with the court?
Yes.
Your Honor, I'd ask to admit Exhibit M2 in the Medrano case. It's the certificate of paternity registry that was filed with the court showing that nobody claimed intent.
No objection, Judge.
No objection.
No objection, Your Honor.
Hang on, I'm pulling it back up just a second. Okay, and this was which number?
M2?
Two?
Yes, ma'am.
M2. Okay, I wanted to make sure. All right. Okay, then petitioner's exhibit M2 will be admitted.
Thank you, Your Honor. Are you asking today, is the department asking today, Ms. Alford, that the paternal rights to the child, Jimmy Medrano, be terminated based upon failure to register with a paternity registry?
Yes.
And that's for Mr. Medrano and for any unknown fathers at this time?
Yes.
Do you believe that's in the best interest of the child?
Yes.
Okay. As to all children, you believe it is in the best interest to terminate all parental rights, the mothers and all fathers or alleged fathers, based upon the facts that have been stated in court today.
Yes.
And you do believe the children are in their best possible place right now,
Yes.
and that it is in their best interest to be allowed to be adopted by family and to stay together.
Yes.
And that is what you would ask the court to do today.
Yes.
Thank you, ma'am. I'll pass the witness, Your Honor.
All right. Mr. Hammonds?
Thank you, Judge. Ms. Alford, would you agree with me that up until June or July, Ms. Solis seemed to be working toward getting her children back and cooperating with you?
Yes,
And you mentioned you never did get to go to visit her at that Floydada address.
correct.
I mean, had you actually told her you were on your way down there and she told you she wasn't going to be there?
Yes, we had scheduled a meeting for that day because I was also going to see the boys in Lubbock afterwards. And when I arrived at the home, she did not answer the door, and so I called her, and she said that they had to leave for a family emergency.
Hang on,
And
just
do you remember the date?
hang on real quick, Mr. Hammonds. I thought I heard somebody drop off. I'm looking.
I think it was Tracy, but she's back.
Okay, maybe that was it. Okay.
It was me, Judge. I'm driving to Wheeler and it's not always great, but I'm
Okay.
back.
All right. Okay. I'm sorry to interrupt you, Mr. Hammonds. Go right ahead.
Miss Alford, do you remember that date?
I can tell you. It was June 18th.
Okay, and you'd agree with me that since that time you've actually texted her or emailed her and asked her to drug screen,
Yes,
and you've had no response.
correct. She did go in
Okay.
June to drug screen. It was July that it started, that she stopped replying about drug screening.
Okay, did you get that result in July?
In June, there was a UA that was a negative dilute, and she was supposed to take a hair strand that day as well, but the facility only provided the UA and didn't take a hair sample. And so in July, I attempted to send her again for a hair strand and a UA, and she did not attend.
Okay, basically, since that moment, she has avoided you.
Yes,
You've had no other address other than that Floydada address.
correct.
You've gained no other phone number other than the last one that you had.
Correct.
At the beginning of this case, what was her main drug of choice that you could tell from the drug screens?
Methamphetamines.
I have nothing further, Judge.
All right, then, Mr. Michelson.
Thank you, Your Honor. Ms. Alford, you've answered most of your questions through testimony that I would have had. I just have one question. Do you know what notice, if you can answer, was provided to Mr. Medrano concerning this case?
What do you mean notice?
Like,
Just
is he aware of it? What actions did the department take to make him aware of this case?
I don't know that he has ever gotten notice because he's never replied, but I did send monthly letters to that last address that I had gotten from an accurate search, and I got no reply. So I don't know.
Okay, that answers my question. Thank you.
All right, and Ms. Riley.
Miss Alford, when you were talking to Mom, did she ever give you any other names of anyone that might be a potential father for Jimmy Medrano other than Jimmy Medrano, the adult?
No.
And so would you agree with me that like there wasn't anyone else to even attempt to reach out to try to find another father?
I would agree.
No further questions, Your Honor.
All right, Ms. Zavala.
Ms. Alford, in order to ask for drug screens, you were using the same number that she had replied on before and Facebook Messenger?
Yes.
Okay.
And
then
email.
I'm sorry?
And her email.
Great. And had she communicated with you before on those mediums?
Yes, not Facebook, but email and text message or phone call.
But that Facebook account that you were sending messages to, that's how she was communicating with her sister.
Yes.
So as far as you know, that was an accurate and in-use account.
Yes.
You detail in your report when you asked her to drug screen. Would that be July 17th,
Yes.
August 20th,
Yes.
September 17th,
Yes.
and October 2nd?
Yes.
And no responses to any of that?
No.
During some of the later visits, you said that they were chaotic. How were those described?
There was one incident where they had the visits at the church and they were supervised by a third-party contractor. And there was a random man that had come to the church and was banging on the door, saying that he wanted to see the children, and the contractor did not know who this was. And Louisa had said that she also didn't know who it was, but then when the visit was over, they saw her get in the car with this man that was banging on the door of the church. And so police were called, but then they had driven off. Aura, the placement, she had reported that that was possibly her boyfriend.
Was there some concern during some of the visits that mom's behavior appeared to be that of someone who might be using?
Yes.
I pass the witness.
All right, Mr. Trout. You're muted.
I don't believe I have any further questions, Your Honor.
All right. Anybody else have any further questions for Ms. Alford?
No, Your Honor.
No, Judge.
No, Your
Nothing
Honor.
further.
Okay. All right, Mr. Trout, you have any further witnesses to call?
No further witnesses, Your Honor.
Okay. Department rest.
Department rest, Your Honor.
All right, then, Mr. Hammonds.
Judge, I have no witnesses. I would just like to state to the court that up until about mid-June, I did have good contact with Miss Solis. I had a good phone number. I had conversations with her. I knew what she was doing, or at least what she claimed she was doing. She was visiting with her children. But since that time, of course, I don't know what's happened to Miss Solis, but I can inform the court I've made every effort to continue to contact her and get some response from her, even if she wanted to do an affidavit of relinquishment. I have not heard anything from her since June, and she has my cell number. She has my office number. She knows where my office is located. She has not made any attempt to contact me. Thank you, Jay.
All right. Do you rest?
I rest and close.
All right, then, Mr. Michelson.
No witnesses, Your Honor. I rest.
Okay, Ms. Riley.
No witnesses, Judge, and I rest.
Okay, Ms. Zaval.
No witnesses, Your Honor. I rest.
Okay, Ms. Zavala, do you have a recommendation to make?
I do, Your Honor. I do believe at this time that it is in both boys' best interest for all parental rights to be terminated at this time. Kelly has been able to visit with them very regularly. They are doing great with Aunt, thriving. And this would be in their best interest as they can reach permanency with a family member.
All right, thank you, ma'am. All right, y'all give me just a second. All right. Everybody close?
Yes, Judge.
Close, Your Honor.
Close.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, anybody wish to make any argument?
No, Your Honor.
No, Judge.
No, you're
All right. Okay, court thanks everybody for their participation and your time in the case. At this time, I do find by clear and convincing evidence that it is in the best interest of the child, Zeus Luna. So I'm sorry, Ms. Taylor, let me just back up for a minute. In cause number 98888D, let's make this a little clearer. That's easier. I've already adjudicated Father Randall as the father of Zeus and established the parent-child relationship between him and the child. All right, at this time, I find by clear and convincing evidence it is in the best interest of the child, Zeus Luna, to terminate the parental rights between Mr. Randall and the child based on Texas Family Code 161.002B1. He was personally served and made no objection as to adjudication of the father of the child, and under section 161.002 subsection B2, his failure to register with the paternity registry. Also, I previously dismissed the unknown father in that case after adjudicating Mr. Randall. All right, and also in that same cause number, I do find by clear and convincing evidence that it is in the best interest of the child, Zeus Luna, to terminate the parental rights between the child and his mother, Louisa Solis, based on Texas Family Code, section 161.001, subsection B1, the D and the E grounds, and Texas Family Code 161.001, subsection B2. And I make finding that the Department of Family and Protective Services has made reasonable efforts to return the child to the parent, and despite those reasonable efforts, a continuing danger remains in the home. And that's pursuant to Texas Family Code 161.001, subsection F, as in Frank. All right, then in cause number 98886-2, I do find by clear and convincing evidence it's in the best interest of the child, Jimmy Medrano III, to terminate the parental rights between the child and the rights, if any, between Jimmy Medrano, his father, and the unknown father, of the child based on Texas Family Code 161.002 subsection B2. Failure to register with the paternity registry. I also find by clear and convincing evidence it is in the best interest of the child, Jimmy Medrano III, to terminate the parental rights between his mother, Louisa Solis, and the child based on Texas Family Code 161.001, subsection B1, the D and the E grounds, and under Texas Family Code 161.001 B2, the best interest of the child. And I also find that the Department of Family and Protective Services has made reasonable efforts to return the child to the parent, and despite those reasonable efforts, the continuing danger remains in the home of the mother. And that would be under Texas Family Code 161.001 subsection F. All right, at this time, I will name the department as the permanent managing conservator of both children. I will dismiss all court-appointed attorneys after the de novo and appellate timeframes expire, with the exception of Ms. Zavala, who will remain as both children's attorney and guardian ad litem. Counsel, as always, be mindful on your de novo timeframes. I've rendered an open court, so those do begin to run. And if you are instructed to file a notice of appeal, then please do not do so until a final order has been signed by this court and then adopted by the referring court. Okay, anybody have any questions?
No, Judge.
Judge's next hearing date, January 22nd.
Yeah. Next hearing date, January 22nd of 2026. In each case, that will be on a 9 o'clock docket. Obviously, most of you are dismissed from that and will not need to attend. So only for those still left in the case. All right. I appreciate everybody. Thank you all very much. And then have a good rest of your day, unless you need to hang out with us.
Thank you.
In the interest of Maximo Ruiz, we're here today set for an adversary hearing. We are conducting this through Zoom. We are live streaming, and Ms. Taylor is making our record. Okay, present is Mr. Trout on behalf of the Department of Family and Protective Services. The mother, Alicia Browning, has filled out and submitted an attorney request form that we received just a little while ago. I'll address that again here in just a minute, but she is not present. Mr. Ruiz is present. We have not received an attorney request form from Mr. Ruiz, so I'll need to take that up with him in just a minute. We have an unknown father pled into the case who is obviously not present, and Ms. Zavala is present on behalf of the child, Maximo Ruiz. Okay, Mr. Ruiz, you have the right to have an attorney represent you in this case. Have you been given the paperwork to request a court-appointed attorney or to see if you qualify for a court-appointed attorney?
Sí, los entregué hace un momento porque ayer los llevé a la oficina de CPS, pero me dijeron que no tenía que dejarlos ahí, que tenía que llevarlos a la oficina de San Francisco. Pero ya era un poco tarde y la oficina estaba cerrada y mi trabajadora social no me respondía a las llamadas, ni los mensajes. Entonces, hoy por la mañana fui a entregarlos, pero Sí necesitaría la ayuda de un abogado, si lo quiero pedir.
All right, very good, sir. Let me just tell you that I believe that you did deliver them to the correct place when you took them to the department. So someone there just gave you some bad information because they should have been left there for the investigative caseworker. So I think you did your part. All right, because both parents have requested court-appointed attorneys and Mr. Ruiz has turned that in, but I've not seen it yet. I need time to review that. So we're going to reset the case. Ms. Archer will be appointed to represent Ms. Browning. She is her attorney in another case. We have confirmed with Ms. Archer that she can do November 13th at 1:30. So whoever's got Mr. Ruiz's paperwork right now, I need that ASAP. Ms. Pate, do you have that in your possession now?
Judge,
Yes.
I did get it submitted about 30 minutes ago. It was turned into St. Francis office this morning. It was sent over to me and I did e-file it. So it should be in now. I believe our team just e-filed it.
Ms. Scone, email it to me, myself, Kim, and Miss Katie.
Okay.
All right. So, Mr. Ruiz, I will look at your paperwork. And if you qualify for a court-appointed attorney, I will appoint an attorney to represent you. But we're going to schedule the case to be heard on November 13th at 1:30.
Mhm.
That is a Thursday.
Okay.
A week from today. Okay, we'll let
Judge-
you know. Do you have an email address on there, Mr. Ruiz?
Sí.
Okay. My coordinator will, a lady named Ms. Katie, C-A-D-Y, will notify you who is appointed to represent you and give you their contact information. And we will also notify that attorney that they have been appointed to represent you, and we will send them your contact information. But you need to try to contact that attorney as soon as possible. All right, Ms. Katie's indicating that it will be Jerry Morales because he represents you in some other cases. So you know Mr. Morales and you know where to find him and how to locate him and contact him, correct?
Sí, de hecho fui a su oficina hoy en la mañana, pero el asistente de Jerry me dijo que él está de vacaciones. No sé cuándo vuelva de sus vacaciones.
Okay, we'll find out and make sure that the 13th is okay, is a good date.
Okay.
We'll contact Ms. Baca, who's probably who you spoke with, and we'll find out when he's going to return and then make sure of that date, okay?
Okay, gracias.
Judge, just for the court, we've been trying to get Miss Browning served. We have not been able to get in contact with her. She's not returning calls to my investigators, so we have not got her served yet either.
Okay. Well, you might want to make contact with Ms. Archer
Yes, ma'am.
and see if she'll accept.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Mr. Reese, thank you for appearing today. I'll plan to see you a week from now at 1:30. Unless you hear something different from your caseworker or from Mr. Morales.
Ujú. Muy bien.
Okay. And it may be that Mr. Morales will have Ms. Baca do that for him, but we'll make a note and check on that.
Muy bien.
Okay. I appreciate it. Thank you all very much. See you in a week.